Flashy here. Sorry, it's closing out that moderation screen. Anyway, welcome back to another live stream with me. My name is Chris, aka Flashy, and today I'm just kind of covering some of the bulk that I've got, going over what this year's looking like already as far as like Pokemon drops. I'm gonna pull my tablet up over here and see if I can get some stuff going so you guys can stay informed as I talk. Um, do a couple rips, but mainly right now I'm just trying to focus on sleeving up all this TCG product that I've got. I've been honestly collecting a lot more stuff, more than Pokemon, so let's dive in here. So this year's draft, called a perfect order, right? And we also have the 30th anniversary set for Pokemon set to drop the end of this month. Also, for One Piece fans, we also have the new set of OP14 coming out. I think that's the end of this week, actually. Or we should be seeing it in stores this Wednesday or Thursday at Walmart, depending on how your store wants to do their drop. For what you might see in store for Pokemon, I don't think we're going to be seeing anything this week. Anything that's going to be too crazy. Everything is looking like towards the end of this month. Ascended Heroes is one of those things that I think is supposed to be due to drop at the end of this month, and that's going to be on like a Friday at our major retailers. Again, Wednesday or Thursday for Walmart, because they tend to do drops earlier than a lot of other places. They don't really care. They kind of just put the product out, and the faster they get us out of the door, the less of a headache they have to deal with. So, for that's pretty much it on the Pokemon for now. Moving on over to One Piece. So One Piece this month, actually this week, they should be dropping the illustration box sets, and that's gonna be, I believe we're moving on to 5 and 6 illustration box set 5 and 6. That's gonna have I want to say that's gonna have OP13 in it, 2 packs of OP13. Both box sets are gonna be the same with packs. OP13, 2 packs, and then it's gonna be, I think, PR02 or yeah, so or EB02, which are 2 phenomenal sets within the One Piece world, or TCG world at the moment. Pretty much like guaranteed hits. You can't go wrong. You can't feel like you haven't gotten a good pull out of any of them either, because of just the hit rate on them. OP13 right now is honestly just completely blown out of the water. It is doing fantastic as far as like sealed product for people that did decide to actually get on board and grab a bunch of booster boxes. I feel like you guys are holding on to some gold right now, only because, again, a lot of those cards that people are chasing are Luffy, and it's kind of crazy to say that right now because of how people have kind of jumped ship from one market to the next. They are all only super interested in the card because it is Luffy. Luffy is a pretty good character. I love him. He's amazing. He's gotten me through a lot of my childhood tribulations and everything that I've experienced in life. I always relate to One Piece for some reason. It's kind of funny. Every character is kind of like a little embodiment of one of us, or a little piece of us, all into different characters. If we can't relate to one, we can relate to another at one point or the other within any of those arcs. But as far as playability, like I'm still kind of new to playing One Piece TCG as is. And as far as I could tell you, I heard a lot of speculation saying that the Luffy deck for that set that you could build with those cards isn't even that really good. As far as like the manga rares that you get from there, Luffy is not really playable. I mean, like he is and he isn't. Um, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to go into the store and grab some OP13, but it's just been blown up by everyone so much that kind of good luck. Uh, but definitely good investment, good hold for anybody and everybody that has picked up a booster box. That's amazing. Any sleeve products as well too are definitely good holds. But those illustration box sets that are going to be coming out this week should be pretty good investments. Not gonna lie. If you're buying just to rip, good on you. Heck yeah, I'm here for both investment and for ripping. I don't really get into the whole semantics of this or that. I'm in it because I like the cards, I like the game, I like to collect. Uh, Not much of a reseller. I hold on to things because I see their value, but I'm not running off to the next person and trying to get the next highest dollar amount out of them for this product that they could have gotten for MSRP. I don't even go and try and offload on Facebook or anything like that. I have tried before, and it's just, there's so many people that are sticklers and hagglers that it's not worth it. So right now, I just see the long term in pretty much everything and anything that I get. I also do donate plasma to do this as well, so it's like I don't have that much money to just blow on a whole bunch of stuff. There are people that literally have like businesses that are thriving and booming from this, and I donate plasma. Plasma, they give you like 40 bucks one time, and then like 60 to 80 bucks the next time. This depends on what you get, and that's even if I go 2 times a week, which is the maximum amount of times that you can go per week. uh, 2 times, one, and then you have to wait a day to go the day after that to do it. It's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt. I live in a hotel right now because I'm in between places and I'm kind of doing my thing, trying to get ahead in life. So it's a challenge, and this is what I do with my extra money because this is, I feel like it's the right thing to do, and I'm not trying to break into what I have got going to move forward in life. Like don't take away from your goals. Don't take away from your dreams trying to do something if it's not in the stars, it's not in the stars. Last year for a little bit, towards the end of the year I actually had to stop kind of posting cuz a lot of this slowed down, so just in case anybody that is like one of my subscribers that has been watching and waiting for post. I haven't been posting much lately because I've just been kind of like down on money, and doing everything that I need to do takes priority over doing this. And I think a lot of people don't realize or recognize that in the moment of something happening. So, you know, I try and take care of myself. I try and do what I need to do. And when I can Pokemon, I do. And if I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, and I don't feel like I want to go donate, well, you know what? I've gone over 300 times in my lifetime at just this donation center. In other places, I've gone more than 500. I feel good about what I do, and it helps the channel for sure. It helps the channel. Yeah. To anybody that's watching right now, I'm not looking at the chat at the moment. Again, if you're joining in and if you are still and you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just kind of going over this year's uh, plans. I'm going over last year's bulk that I didn't get to finish going through. I'm gonna open up a couple packs in a little bit here, but I do kind of want to sort through a lot of this extra stuff, get it all sleeved up. I sleeve every single last card that I get that's not um, a common or uncommon. If it's got a foil, I put it into a sleeve because you never know. I know a lot of these are a lot more bulk than anything else, but I would like to take pride in taking care of my cards. And maybe in the future, just like I've been saying, these are all investments, Everything's an investment. Long term, short term, hell, tomorrow. You never know from one day to the next. So take care of what you got. And to other people, other people might even like your collection of cards. And maybe you could trade them. And I guess the better the card is, right? The easier the trade is, the more people want your stuff. Maybe start a business. I don't know. Just ranting. Alright, I'm almost done here with the reverse hollows. Got all my reverse hollows. There's a Pheasantipity in there. Nice. I've been talking to one of my friends, and he actually does a lot of this. He has a very large collection that he's had for years now, and he goes out and he buys a lot of stuff. He does buy a lot of product, uh, which is awesome because he can afford to do so. And he doesn't sit there and like buy everything all at once. He goes and grabs some stuff, and he leaves whatever's on the shelf. We'll go back the day after, and then the day after. Like he gives the community a chance to go buy the stuff before he just goes buys it. So I can't knock the guy. That's awesome. I wish I honestly had the funding to do so, which would be cool. But he does resell, and he's actually trying to do like a whatnot stream, and I would love to be able to help him with that, but there's so much that goes into that, and I know that there's a lot of people that are very against whatnot streams and stuff like that, call people scalpers. I mean, business is business to me. At the end of the day, I wouldn't mind if I was a part of it. It'd be like saying that card shops are all terrible because they charge scalper prices. You've also got to come to an understanding with stores and things like that that they have to stay open. There's one place I could honestly particularly say this probably a big example. There's a place called Sully's that's actually not too far from me here in Illinois, and they actually are working out of like a promenade. I'm sorry, they're working out of a mall setting. So they've got to pay. They've got to pay for their spot. They have to pay, back of house things. They have to pay for insurance. They have to pay for product. They have to pay, electricity and stuff like that. I don't know too much of the logistics behind it, but I could imagine if you are forced to have to put things at 12% tax rate at the end of every purchase, there's a lot to be said there, you know. And it's not for no reason, they're making a profit. We'll be clear on that. And they're also taking care of whatever they need to take care of. Now, are they doing it correctly? That's not for me to say because I don't know the ins and outs of what they're doing, what they're paying, how much this and that is, inventory, product scaling, none of that, you know? So everybody's got to always be understanding that these places have to feed their families and their employees have to feed their families, and whoever's already got their foot in there is getting a piece of the pie. So everybody's got to eat, right? Again, don't knock them. Don't knock them. I know probably when I first got on here and I got back into this, I was like, oh my god, it was so. I was frustrated probably, not being able to find product, but now seeing how everything's been going and like getting back into the loop and getting a little bit more understanding behind why people do the things they do and how card shops operate and some of the logistics for that, I've got a lot more understanding. I've got respect for certain things and certain people. I still do stand in my position for people that do scalp, like they stand first in line to take all the product and you know even bypassing any of the store's policies just to get stuff. Those people that like glitch out those vending machines and stuff like stuff like that. That's cringy. That's crazy. It's wallops. I don't think anybody should have to go to that length or extent just to get some cards. Like, I will wait outside for something and I will get one of whatever I can and be ecstatic about it. I remember when I first got back into this and I think black and white were the sets that I got back into that got me back into Pokemon. And this was recent, not like black and white from back in the day. Like black Bolt and white Flare. Uh, that's where I started back on again with these. And I got one ETB. I completely didn't even realize that I'd gotten what I'd gotten. I just got whatever I could afford with whatever money I had from donating. And I went and I started ripping. And from that, I think, oh, there's a card. I think it was like a Whirlipede special illustration from Black Bolt that I'd gotten, and I thought that thing was dope. I thought it was so cool, and somebody like almost instantly like was like, "Hey, man, that's crazy that card just came out, and like look at how much it's worth." And I was like, "Oh wow, it was like worth like 20 something bucks," and I was like, "No freaking way, that's pretty freaking cool." I didn't sell it. I kept it. I still have it. That's one of those cards that you don't want because it was one of the first pulls getting back into the scene of collecting and stuff like that like I will never get rid of it. I actually want to send it off to get graded. I don't even care what it's worth. It's not the point. That's not the point, right? I like it and I think it's cool. It's one of those first illustration rares that I got coming back into all this. And I didn't think I was gonna pull anything, and it came from that ETB. The second thing that I wound up pulling actually was from Mini Tin, from Black and White, and it was the Hydreigon EX special illustration rare, and that's actually where I was like, you know what? I think I want to start trying to like make videos and stuff like that. And that's actually one of the very first videos that I posted um, on YouTube of me actually. I didn't post me pulling it, but I posted me like showing it off and stuff because I like to show off my cards. And I got a 10. It was like I came back a 10 and man, thinking about that card came back so fast back then. It was like a month out it got graded and then a month back. So like, see, that was the greatest, fastest grading experience I've ever had, and then I think that I'm ever going to have, to be quite honest, because I had every other card that I've sent off since. Some have come back tens, but like it's just the process of waiting and waiting because apparently now Pokemon has become super freaking more popular the way it used to be, and it kind of PSA is up to here with grading and with them being bought out by a collector who incidentally owned pretty much everything else too. Like I don't know if that had any effect on them or maybe the holidays or something or if like maybe GameStop and PSA have like a coup together to get these card prices down because PSA has been buying out a lot of PSA 8s through 10s. Who knows? It's just speculation, right? I don't know anything. I just play the game and I buy the cards and stuff, and I think that shiny cardboard's freaking dope. Here, look at all these. These are all the Star Wars things that I pulled the other day, and yeah, I think they're really cool. I don't know if they have any real significant value. I doubt that they will until like years later. Most of this is probably bulk. Uh, but like they look so cool. There's one that I did get that is it's got like a serialized number on it. I don't know if it's in this pile. I think I put it up already, but yeah, for these are the top chromes. And like what Dark Moth. This is dope. I like this card a lot. Yeah, dude, it's really really cool, man. Oh, this is one of those cards that I honestly hold on. I'm already at it right now. I might as well, right? That needs to go right there to the sleeve. I'm gonna go get a microfiber cloth and probably like clean off the surface there, cause man, cool card, cool card. I might honestly have to go get more sleeves, cause like look at all these. These are all, man, these are all reverse hollows too. Yeah, I might need to have to go get more sleeves. But I just want to show that I don't know if anybody's familiar with this new set or new series, but these are freaking dope. And what you're looking at, these are Heaven Scrolls Series 1. And so, like, alright, we're just going to kind of flip through them real quick. If you guys are paying attention or not, I don't know. This is going to look cool from a video later, but what they are like the Topps chromes of their own set. Like they have movie moments of this and scenes from the show. The rarities are all a little bit different. These are obviously like rare. Um, Scenes from the show, Kakashi, of course. This is something I actually pulled the other day. It's got sorry, it's got Sakura's signature on there, and I think it's a connecting card because there's somebody's elbow that comes into play there. Let me this over to the side here, and this is like a secret rare, I think, or super rare. Forgive me if you guys are familiar with it. I'm not. I just so happen to pick up a bunch of them. They're really cheap right now. They're at like Walmart and stuff like that. Uh, $4 and some change per pack. No, I think it's 3.89 and some change per pack. And if you're just popping in here, the pack looks like that, super shiny and silver, pretty hard to freaking miss. But yeah, man, all of these like go hard. Like dude, we all remember when they had that moment and they're like fighting. Oh, so sad, so touching, heartbreaking. I love this one. He's sitting with a squirrel. All the ladies of the Niche Village. Zabada. Sasuke. Kakashi again. Another Sasuke. This was hilarious when I pulled it. I thought that was just so funny. Again, just great cards. All great cards. Not Pokemon, I'm so sorry. I know I maybe lost a couple of you there. But yeah, these cards are just awesome. They're just really cool. I probably will continue collecting them because I like Naruto. And Topps Chrome's actually been kind of getting me lately. They got me on the Star Wars. They got me on, what is it? The Disney for a little bit. It's kind of crazy. I didn't realize that we're breaking into so many different things now. And they're getting they're getting somewhere. They're attracting the audience that they know they wanted to attract, like me and my generation. Like the Topps Chrome SpongeBob thing was just freaking awesome. And man, if they do another wave, ah man, I'm gonna break. I will get it. If they do another wave of the Topps Chrome SpongeBob, I'm definitely gonna have to get me some. I feel so dumb because I saw the SpongeBob Top Chromes in the store a couple times. Me and my girl, and you know what? We kind of just waved it off. I think one of those times was more or less like we just didn't have the money to get them, and we saw them. We were like, ah, whatever. It's just SpongeBob. And then like fast forward like 4 or 5 months. Yo, 4 or 5 months later, all of a sudden those cards blew the heck up. And now we're sitting here like twiddling our thumbs, thinking, looking at each other like we should have got some. We should have got some. Not even, for me, totally. On that one, that's one of those things where like totally, the investment would have been amazing. That investment would have been amazing because I'm even looking like 8 years from now. 8 years from now, those cards a sealed pack is going to be so expensive. A sealed pack is just going to be absolutely expensive. Again, Topps Chromes definitely knows what they're doing, man. And like, I wouldn't be surprised if like Topps Chromes tailed out something like Harry Potter or something. You know, if they tailed out something like Harry Potter with like the signatures from the cast and everything else, like, that'd be cool, dude. If they pumped out something like, dude, they pumped out like something like Adventure Time, like that would be super dope, super freaking dope. I know that Fleer Brilliance, if I'm not correct, Fleer Brilliance, that brand of baseball and collectible cards, they've been breaking into doing like Marvel and stuff like that. We're gonna open a pack right now. I'm gonna take a little break. They've been breaking into like doing Marvel and superheroes and stuff like that. And I've gotten a couple of those packs, or those box sets. And honestly, I was kind of impressed. I was actually kind of impressed because they took the time to put a little bit of detail into all the characters, so it wasn't just like some plain Jane old card, right? And they had serialized numbers on them and everything. And I thought that was really cool. They also had like one ofs, whatever, 20 ofs, whatever. It's a UR. I wonder what the. Yeah, I think it may be just ultra rare, unique rare, maybe. Another SSR, Zabuza. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah. I don't think that they'd be breaking into the whole anime world because the licensing for the companies that do all of these, I don't know how that works out, but I would imagine it's probably expensive to get licensing and copyright laws from overseas for anything at the moment. I don't know. I'm not a genius. I just like cards. But yeah, Topps Chrome. Yeah, they're knocking out the fucking water. They're doing it. I'm very anxious to see what they're gonna come up with next. Cause again, that SpongeBob was freaking awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna pop into Pokemon. I'm getting a little anxious here, sleeving all these up one at a time. It's drowning. All right, gonna dust in Rivals here. Smacky for good lucky. Can we pull that Mewtwo? Maybe. Let's see. Let's find out, everybody. tune in, thumbs up. People in the chat say hello. Tell me I'm lucky today. Electric energy going off the electric buzz right there. Second of the Gibble. With a Skarmory, Smallville. I got that Barracuda thingy. Oh my god, I pulled an extra card for no reason. We got a Flaffy. Oh, another Rosariad. Oh, I'm sorry, Roserade. I've got like 3 of these. Second? Ah, okay. Oh, that's cool. Got 2 Roserades. Alright, well, that's a nice pack. That was a good pick. Let's go. Let's go. You know, okay, like, ripping Destined Rivals right now, actually. I want to say that within the next, like, month or two. No, actually, I'm sorry. If you go online and you go to Pokemon Center and you go to the desktop version, if you go over to Destined Rivals and look at the description, it says that they should be adding more product later this year, closer to May. Now, to me, I think that with how they've been doing things lately, they've been reprinting some very odd sets. And Stellar Crown was actually one of the very last things that they reprinted that was like one of those odd sets, right? Uh, Pokemon's New Order just came out, so, nobody's really paying attention to how or what pattern they're going about things, but they reprinted Stellar Crown. They did Surging Sparks. Before that, they released 151 in the UK, but not in America. They did, I think, like a rebound set print of black and white here. And we saw Prismatic drop throughout the holiday season. That was a specialty set. So, like, we're paying attention. I'm paying attention, you know. They've had Twilight Masquerades in the store for so long now that I think at this point they're not going to be putting any more Twilight Masquerade in the store as of like next month or so. They're just going to start. They might bring back something different, Uh, maybe maybe Twilight stays out there. It is one of those sets where it's pretty much like Greninja or bust. Uh, but who, who can tell? Who can tell? I hope that they do the reprint, like I'm saying, because I would look like an idiot if I just said that. But it's just speculation. I'm not saying I'm 100% right or 100% sure. I don't know. I'm not linked up with all these different discords and stuff like that. I have a couple things that I monitor as far as like restocks and things like that. I just have a common knowledge of what stores do what, when, and when they receive their shipments. I don't have insides on it. I just know and remember. I just happen to get up very early every day too to pick up on a lot of those drops. You have to be in stores, guys, for you to hit any of those drops. You have people literally waiting outside of Walmart in their car in the freezing cold, waiting for 6 o'clock to open those doors for them to be the first ones waiting by the aisle in which they restock the Pokemon. And this isn't like it's some low-key trick or something. It just is what it is. And that's how they pretty much guarantee themselves product. I see moms and their kids. I see grandpas. I see business people. Again, I see scalpers. I see a montage of different types of people all waiting to get their Pokemon on, and do what they do. They'll bend over backwards in hell to get these cards. If it means that they can get some, they will. And it's just what it is. But again, if you want to hit some of those drops, again, I don't listen to or pay attention to all those Discord groups and stuff. I just kind of have gone through the process of going from place to place to place, time to time again, and just remember to schedule. And that's how I get all my stuff. And I'm not rich. I live in a hotel. I do my thing and I get chicken wings. Woo! That was probably really lame. Oh well. Got all this stuff. I still gotta read. I gotta sleeve all this stuff here. I don't have enough sleeves. Probably gonna have to go to the store soon. But that's okay because that'll probably be the end of the stream. That's fine. Uh, let's talk about the perfect order. Actually, that right? That's what it's called. A perfect order. Perfect order. I don't know. Anyways, we're supposed to be seeing the 30th anniversary set. To people that are investing, that are heavy investors, just look at the 25th anniversary set. This one's gonna be what is it? Celebration Collection. The last one was Celebrations. The one before that was Generations. And if you pay attention to all of those are like, if you think about Disney, okay? Think about Disney for a sec. Disney does some anniversary, and undoubtedly those products that those people have that are anniversary labeled are like historical in some way, or worth a lot more in the Disney community or people that like that stuff, right? So for Pokemon, it's the same thing, and they'll likely be doing reprints with the stamps of like very highly sought after cards, like the Shining Gyarados could be one of those. They might bring back the no neck Charizard from 151 and put a celebration, or I'm sorry, it's a celebration stamp on it. Xerneas, they could bring out these mega evolutions because they were last year. They might do it. They might even put some stuff from Destined Rivals in there, or some of the stuff from the last couple of years to go out. That would be really cool. And there are already leaks of things coming out for the generations. So I'm sorry, Perfect Order. So I'm very sure that within the week or so here, we're gonna see some leaks for the celebration set, for the new celebration collection set. Sorry, and it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's all a waiting game, just like for everything else. It's all a matter of time. Give it like a week or so. I'm already looking up online and trying to find information myself for people that have a hard time finding information themselves. I'm gonna make a video probably for it. I have not been posting all too much again this year. Is already starting off. I need to get into a better habit of doing so. It's just because I work a lot constantly and I work a kitchen job. And for everybody out there that knows how hard it is to be in a kitchen and do their thing and be able to come home and like, have the energy to squeeze out any sort of like joy or happiness or fun or energy. Like, it's tough. It's tough. But I will try my best to get into the habit of doing so. More and more, I try and post early in the morning here. I don't know if I'm saying this and screwing myself with the YouTube algorithm or not, but like I post around like 7:30 in the morning, and that's how I generate a lot of views personally myself. If I can't get a post out by like 8 o'clock or so, then I only generate. It's crazy because it's only a difference a half hour, but I only will generate about like 300 or 400 views on a video. And to me, I say it, I should practice it more, but like it shouldn't discourage me. It kind of does because I almost feel like I'm wasting my time, even though it takes about like a minute and a half to 4 minutes to make and edit the video of just opening the pack. It is kind of discouraging, but at the same time, again, I just got to get over that hump and just keep on throwing them out there, right? And just do as many as possible. For now, I'm keeping myself at a goal of just like at least one a day, which is that one in the morning before I head out and I go my Pokemon hunting and stuff. And then before I have to do life and go to work in the afternoon. So like I will try my best to continue posting as much as possible for you guys, and you know I really I'm just really curious, to be honest. I would love to see what revenue is generated from having 1,000 subscribers. That would be cool. I'm not even personally in it for the money. It would help me put something back into Pokemon, that's for sure, because this stuff does get expensive, and I donate to do this. But at the same time, I just want to see what it's like to say like I work as a YouTube content creator and see how far it grows. There's another one of the reasons why I started too was a guy on here. His YouTube name was Huntin Hits, HUNTIN, and then like a dash and then hits. And man, I won something. I never win anything, man. And it's crazy. It was so cool. And like I thought I was being punked for a second. And I reached out to him on Instagram and everything, and he contacted me back and received the prize, and it was awesome. It was actually an art set of Destined Rivals, which is actually the reason why I haven't ripped through a bunch of my Destined Rivals again. Just like I got that Whirlipede, the first couple packs that I'd opened ever in like forever. It's cool, and I think it's dear to me in some way. It means something. Investment wise, to Destined Rivals is just gonna be badass and OP anyway because it's like a lead on from the old Team Rocket set, and we haven't seen anything Team Rocket based in over like 10 years now, going on 15. So yeah. But he's recently he's going through some hard stuff, and I saw that he posted a couple times here and there, and he hasn't posted in a while. But hopefully, if he sees this and he makes it through my video, if any of you guys actually follow him or know of who I'm talking about, Hunting Hits on here, reach out and leave some comments and leave some love on his videos and his page. Uh, you know, I know I haven't seen him post in a while now. I'd love to see something from him, but everybody lives their life, and I hope he gets out of whatever slump, and he's making it and doing great. He got me into doing this myself, so be cool. Hell yeah. All right. Speaking of which, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open the another dust. Let's go, buddy. Oh, and we got some YouTube pack, and we get the team of idiots. All right, nice. Let's go. Smack that pack for some luck, baby. Let's go. Code card. Who wants it? Code card. Bye bye. Okay. Now we pull to the front. Do we have a fighting energy? No, we got a leaf energy. Okay. Dipplin, an Electrike, a Tallow, Slugma, a Granite Cave, a Milotic, a Leopard, an Okerpon, a Spike Moth Gem, and what do we got behind here? Do we got something gray? Is it that Mewtwo? Is it Mewtwo? Oh no, we got a Aurora. Oof. Bones. Oh, just another reason to use 3 sleeves, right? Bada boom. And bada boom. Bada boom, Vinny. Well, bam. Alright. And I guess I'll open. Oh, let's stand this up. 1 pack Phantasmal Flames. Let's get that Charizard out of here. Let's go. Come on. Let's get the Gengar for good luck. Smack him. He likes nothing but abuse. Let's do like a banana. Alright, now who wants this code card? Oh, you got a fighting energy. Who wants the code card? Alright, that's enough time. Here we go. Got a Pomo, Sharkadet, Absol, Swinub, Fire Breather, Crow, a Glibar, a Gligar, sorry, an idiot. Oh, Ice Cream, that's what I want. And what do we got back here? Is that an EX? I think it's a Gengar. I think it's a Oh, and it's a Mecha Diancie, okay. Well, not bad on the pulls there today. Alright, I think that pretty much about does it for me for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching and listening to my long, probably aggravating, annoying rant on Pokemon and One Piece. Again, to end the video off, guys, just remember that this week, if you are looking for OP products like One Piece and stuff, Walmart will be stocking up on their new illustration boxes and likely will have sleeve packs as well of OP13. Maybe even OP14 because it is the newest thing that's coming out. And for this month's Pokemon drops, they should be dropping A combination of Celebration Collection, the 30th Celebration Collection, and Ascended Heroes. If it doesn't happen by the end of this month, and it should be happening next month, rolling over till February. Okay, so again, guys, good luck out there. Thank you so much for tuning in on watching my several rips while I sleeved up half the crap that I didn't do last year. And I'll catch you guys next time around. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Peace.